Hey guys, welcome back to SSFAQ, and in this week's episode, one of my friends have asked me a very interesting question. Nick, how many en blocs and government land sales happened in the year 2021 and how does that affect me? If you're keen to find out, then let's go. So to answer this question, let me give you a summary. There are a total of 17 en blocs and GLS that were recorded in the year 2021, 9 of which were en blocs, otherwise known as collective sales, and 8 were successful, 9 was aborted. 6 of which were government land sales, and then you have 2 HDB sales. So let's start with the en blocs. And the very first one, the most interesting of course, was the aborted en bloc. It's very rare, we don't really get to see this nowadays. So check this out. It starts with High Point, and this is just behind Paragon and Mount Elizabeth area. If you check out this article in EdgeProp, it says why Sun Tak aborted the en bloc purchase of High Point. And basically this was said to be one of the largest high-end luxury collective sales of 2021 in December 9, but it never went through. So what happened was, it was initiated in 9 December, but the deposit was never carried out, which means the developer pulled out on the 23rd of December 2021, and rumor has it, it may have to do with the ABSD change. So the ABSD shifts from 16 December 2021 kind of gave the developers cold feet, and I can understand why, because I think that majority of their intended buyers will be foreign investors, and we know the shift in foreign investment ABSD is quite stuck and can cause a lot of discomfort. So I think it may not have been a bad move for Sun Tak, because all they really rugied was $1 million deposit. Okay, now let's look at the en blocs that actually went through and go through the list. So we're gonna go to Square Foot, which is a data provider that enables us to see the transactions of the land sales, how much they actually transacted for, and how much is the tentative build up with all the stats like tenure, site area, site GFA, highest bid, number of offers. So check it out, we're gonna go to 2021 section. So what we can see here is the very first one is on the 2nd of January 2021, and it's the former Evelyn Road 1C, so now known as Evelyn Newton. So this is very close proximity to Newton MRT, just on Evelyn Road, and you can see that it's 1,257 square PSF per plot ratio break even. So you can see as you scroll down, there's the second one, which is 10A and B, or 11 Institution Hills, and this one is somewhere close by the River Valley. The average break even after all the construction and redevelopment is aggregated to be around 2,201 PSF. Then you have another one on Surrey Road, which is now known as Surrey Point, and this one, the average break even is 2,097. You can see the price is more or less climbing, but this is in town, right? So next one is actually Mount Emily Road, and this was an en bloc. Break even PSF is 1,819. So what you want to do here is, if you want to basically project what are the prices that the developers will launch, because these were en bloc but they're not launched yet, the prices are not out. Right now what you can do is, this is break even, so you can maybe factor in 20%, which is a very good guess of profit margin that the developers might put in. So I'll give you an example later. We'll run through all the units first and get familiar with what exactly were the en blocs. There's another one on Robin Drive, which is just off Stevens, and break even is 1,909 PSF. Then this one is Northumberland Road. Now it's actually known as Piccadilly Grand. So the one on Northumberland is now known as Piccadilly Grand, and we'll use this as an example in a bit. I'll show you how you can project this, and if you own properties in the vicinity, how do you know whether this is going to benefit you, and how do you then gauge where the developer might launch the prices at. So then going forward, there's also, this is by chronological order going down the line. So this is the 5th of June, and you have Jiliang Garden, which is slightly off Steel Road, so it's in between Teluk Kurau, Lorong J and Lorong K. So D15, estimated break even 1,558, which is not bad. Freehold actually, you see the tenure. And then there's Ang Mo Kio Avenue 1, $1,822 break even PSF. There's Tengah Garden, so this one is an EC. This is a HDB land plot that was launched. Break even 1,059. Then there's a Tampines Street 62, which is Parcel A. So I assume there's going to be a Parcel B that's going to be launched soon. Break even is 1,131. Again, EC. Then Flint Park. Flint Park is somewhere off Pasir Panjang. The break even is 2,079. And we're just going into Slim Barracks Rise. So this one got Parcel A and Parcel B, both not too far away. The average break even for Parcel A is 1,986 PSF, Parcel B is 1,941 PSF. The land plots are not exactly huge. The site area is just 7,000, almost 8,000 square meters. Parcel B is 5,000, almost 6,000 square meters. So then there is Fortune Park, which was en bloc in 30th September 2021, and average PSF break-even is 1,954. If you're picking up the trend, you can see everything is gravitating towards 1,800 and above. In fact, a lot of them are sitting at the 2,000 PSF break-even range. Then you've got Wharton Estate, this one for sure, freehold, 2,678 PSF break-even. Then you've got the former La Ville, which is somewhere close to Dunman High, Katong Center area. So this is D15 for sure. The land cost alone was 152 million. So after you factor in the construction, land financing, break even is 2,362. So okay lah, the Katong area, Amber area has always been a little bit more pricey, but D15 has really shot up to like almost 3,000 plus PSF. Silver Sea, that stretch already. Mayor, not even to mention Mayor, right? Then we have, at the top of the list for 2021, we have the aborted High Point, which we covered at the start. So this one was estimated to break even at $3,533 PSF. We know that Sultak is a Hong Kong conglomerate that invests in Singapore. I think they have 4 existing projects already. This would have been their 5th asset that we have acquired here, and from the papers, if you read the article, it would have been the biggest ever, but they've moved very big ticket items like Park Nova, and this has transacted to as high as 6,000 plus PSF for their super penthouse. So I think they know their stuff, and if they were to tarik, maybe it's for good cause. Anyways, now I'm going to show you how you use this data and translate that to if you own properties in this area. So the first thing you want to do is, let's use Northumberland as an example. Based on this break-even PSF, I'm going to factor in 20% profit margin, and that will bring us to $2,204 PSF average. Then what I'm going to do also is I want to see what is the surrounding projects that are comparable, and so I'm going to go to a location scan. So I'll search Piccadilly Grand and extend the reach, extend the time frame. So what will happen is it will churn out within 1,000 meters, which is 1 kilometer radius, all the projects, and it will churn out all the stats. Right, so what I want to do is I want to compare the newer ones, because what's going to happen is I'll show you. If you just look at these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or so, up to Rangoon 88, somewhere there, which is up to 2014. So we're going to compare from 2014 to 2021. These are the units that one might consider, because you're basically going to be looking at Piccadilly Grand, which is launching, I think, this year or next. And my guess is if it's going to go into the average PSF of 2,200 to maybe 2,400 or 2,600 upwards for the higher range, then we're going to look at the next highest, which is 6 Derbyshire and in this graph you can see that the all-time high for 6 Derbyshire is 2,172 PSF. So if you can see that range, what's going to happen for resale is the buyer is going to look at Piccadilly Grand and there's going to be a spillover effect. If the buyer is not interested because the price is not favorable or they don't have their choice units, then they're going to come to the resale market because they're already intending to buy. And they will start to look in the vicinity for similar products, and basically this will seem attractive to them. So congratulations to all the owners who have units in these areas. Soon enough, you're going to see appreciation in your project because of this lift. So I hope this has been informative and useful for you. If you want us to deep dive into any of these en-bloc projects or GLS that we've just mentioned to kind of research and analyze towards where we think the price point is going to land, and even go into unit mix, so on and so forth, and dig into any more information that we might have firsthand from the agencies, from different data sources, then leave them in the comment section below and we'll be happy to do so. I'm Nick Tan, Selling Singapore, and I'll see you in the next video.